Okay, I'm back and I don't know how this video is gonna go, and the topic of this video coincides with why this video might be all over the place. Um, Another discovery that I'm learning is a trait of being neurodivergent is I don't know if I want to call it selective mutism or just being in those phases where you feel nonverbal. That happens to me all the time, but I think as a higher masking neurodivergent person, you kind of amp yourself up to speak through those moods that you get in and those phases that you get in, but it still shows up because you stumble over your words, your messages aren't clear or concise, and you're getting frustrated and nothing is clear. Your brain is not computing the message the way that it needs to, and that's what I've been going through right now. But what I'm learning is that just because I don't have the desire to speak, just because I don't have the desire to verbalize my thoughts or converse with people, it doesn't negate the fact that I still want to send a message. And that looks like painting. I've been painting so much lately. I painted this thumbnail. These don't even be the thumbnails. I just be saying thumbnail. But I've been painting and I've been wanting to create more. I've been dancing. And these are our forms of communication. They're just nonverbal forms of communication. And I think when I get into these episodes where I'm just burnt out or I'm feeling nonverbal, it gets frustrating because I still have the desire to communicate or the desire to express myself or just dump everything that's going on in my brain. And in the past and even now, I would just try to fight through that feeling of being nonverbal and try to just push through and let it rock. But that's where the frustration comes in because I don't sound the way that I want to. A lot of the times I feel like when I talk, I sound dumb as hell. And I know that maybe that's not the case from the outside looking in, but for me, it feels that way because internally is a completely different monologue than what comes out of my mouth. And so when the words start coming out of my mouth, my brain is like, girl, that is not, that's not what we said. What is you doing? And so I get frustrated, and a lot of times if I'm not being concise or I'm not being clear in what I'm saying, it's also not clear in the way that it's being received because nothing is adding up. So that is something that I'm dealing with now. And reflecting, I've definitely dealt with that in the past and just didn't know what it was. I think the closest thing to getting my points across that are super helpful for me are to write them down because writing feels like brain to paper, and I get to think about what I'm writing and the intention behind it, and I get to reread it in my mental voice and how it sounds, and I can even read it out loud and see how it sounds. And there's none of the buffer from having to verbalize it and worrying about tone or facial expressions or mannerisms. And so I've always found comfort in writing emails, texts, like important conversations. I'm always so much more compelled to write it down first. And a lot of times I just want to send the message written because there's been times where I've written, maybe let's say, for example, me and somebody got in an argument. And I take my time and I reflect on it and I write everything down that I'm feeling, what I want to say, all my points. And then the conversation happened. None of my points came across the way that they wanted to. And I just like, damn, are you dumb? What is wrong with you? I don't know why that happens, but it happens to me so much. And so just having some type of middle ground, third party, mediating type of whatever is very helpful for me because it's hard. It's so hard. And I get really hard on myself because I am inspired a lot of times by women that have this presence and they speak so eloquently and they sound just so intelligent and their energy, like I've always wanted to embody that because internally I feel that way, but externally I feel like it doesn't show up the way that it needs to. I think the closest that I get to that is either when I'm alone or maybe one-on-one with somebody, but I kind of want that to be something consistent in my life. And that's how this whole idea of video journal started. I started video journaling so long ago, and when I first started video journaling, it was with the intention to speak better because I wanted to work on my speaking and my tone of voice and work on my vocabulary and things like that because I suck at talking in big groups and social settings. And part of it is anxiety. But it's just like, damn. I know that I'm capable, and I think that's the most frustrating part. It's like, you're capable, but there's something there that is holding you back. And trying to pinpoint what that is, like, is it because I'm neurodivergent? Is it anxiety? Is it because I need to practice? Like, what is it? Is a manhunt to try to figure out. And I've been working on it. Kind of. I've been kind of working on it, but it's hard. I'm trying. I have therapy soon. I don't know if therapy's gonna help with that, but I'm bringing it up. But lately, I've been so nonverbal. Like, so nonverbal. I've been painting so much. Let me show you. And that's another thing before I show you. The creativity that comes in those spaces where you're feeling nonverbal is top tier because it's like you're getting that message across and the message is there and it's loud and it's big and it's red and it's in your face and you gotta find a way to convey this message without using your words. And I think that this opens this whole playground of ideas for you to get that point across and to have different media outlets and different artistic styles to be able to do that. I like it. I've been trying to get back into writing for that reason because when I was younger, I used to write so much. I used to want to be a writer. I thought I was going to go to school for writing, but I didn't. But I haven't written in so long, but it's definitely something I want to try because I think I could be really good at it because I just have so much that I want to share and I just don't know how, and it never feels right, and every time I try to say it, it never comes across the way that I want it to come across. So to actually put my focus and intention into something that I can take my time with might pay off. But hold on, let me go get my pictures. I already showed you this one. This is a recreation of my favorite painting ever that we use in design all the time in the stages. This one is old, but I love it so much. I'm really into neo-expressionism. I love how messy and chaotic it can be. I think this one's my favorite It's called Smoke Break. um, I was talking to my friend about this the other day because I feel like this art style is a manifestation of my mind. On the outside, I present a very clean girl, very earthy, very grounded, but internally, it's a mess. It's chaotic. It's a little spooky. It's a little spooky, but I love it. And it all comes together in the end. And colliding those worlds through art has been so fun. And I've been having a lot of fun painting. And not taking it serious is another thing. Here we go. That's been helpful for me. Just having fun with it and not thinking about it too hard. And I think another good thing about this artistic style is that if you fuck it up, you could always just fix it. Like, I don't know, it could be messy, it could have scribbles and scratches and smears, and it just adds into the depth and the layer of the art in itself. So I kind of like that. Like, I've fucked up so many times, but it's like cute. I guess that's really all I have to say. That's really all I have to say. I think to force myself to keep talking, and that's another thing that I have to try to explain to people too. To force myself to keep talking is to overcompensate, and I don't want to do that anymore. I think I'm tired of doing that, and the people that are gonna get it, they're gonna get it, and the people that don't, oh fucking well, oh fucking well. I'm done overcompensating. Some people just need to shut the hell up. Some people just need to shut the hell up. And I was watching a TED talk of, I think his name is John Francis. He's like an environmentalist. And he went on a 17-year vow of silence. And I remember watching that video and thinking, wow, that must be nice. So, here's this vow of silence starting now.